Hey guys, and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel. Time for another channel update, October channel update. Well, things with me are pretty good. I had COVID, which wasn't very good, but I'm starting to feel like I'm completely recovered. My nose is still like running, but otherwise it's pretty okay actually. I was pretty bad, in a pretty bad shape for a few days. I had to pre-record some things for the coming news episode. There are gonna be a few segments in the next news episode where I have a very, very raspy whiskey voice. So you got that to look forward to. Well, I had a few days off my job, so I'm parked out in the forest with my RV, just relaxing, trying to stay warm. It's gotten awfully cold up here in North Sweden. You can see there's been some snow. There's -degrees almost every day, and at night it's like 7 degrees. We had some really beautiful, I think you call it Aurora Borealis in English, or perhaps it sounds Latin. You know, the beautiful colors and lights in the night sky. I got only 5 more night shifts to do before this job assignment is done. So in the end of this month I will be driving down to South Sweden, packing up the RV and putting it in the garage. I got 1,200 kilometers to drive. That's 120 metric miles. So it's gonna take, I guess, a full day or perhaps 2 days. And then I got like 5 days at home. I hope to do at least one unboxing there or two. I got 2 games that I really wanna open up and take a look at. And those games are 20th Air Force and 8th Air Force 2nd edition. And after that I'm going to Africa for 3 weeks. And after Africa, in the end of November, I get back home and I'll have 2 weeks of vacation. And then I hope to have time to do at least a few videos. And after that, another job assignment right back up here actually. But I'm gonna take the car, not the RV, and I'll rent a cabin or something. And it's a little bit shorter, or a lot shorter. This has been like 7 or 6 months, but then it's just gonna be 6 weeks. So in the end of January, that job assignment ends and I'll be back home in South Sweden in the end of January, and I'll have a full month vacation, so all of February. So in February I really hope to get things going again. You know, I will keep posting. I have to watch out so I don't slip here. It's really icy. You know, I can do content here obviously, but I'm restricted to the RV's confined space. So, you know, it has a really small table, so I'll have to do these games which has a small footprint. And, you know, the table is small. So I'm limited to those games. And then, you know, I think it's good in one way because it inspired me to do these other videos focusing more on channel updates, the news show, designer interviews. It's one coming, recorded it during COVID. So it's gonna have that fine whiskey raspy COVID voice of mine. And you know, the list I did yesterday, the top 5 like war games. So it's kind of inspired me to do those videos as well. And I think that's good for the channel. I'm out walking with Josef, by the way, in case you were wondering what I was doing. Josef, ska du komma och hälsa? Anyway, pardon me. So yeah, in February I'll be back home in my studio where I have my special gaming tables and mats and studio lights and microphones, tripods and bipods and whatnot. And then I hope to cover some more complex and larger games because that's fun too. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really want to do a proper playthrough video of Halls of Hegra because that is a fantastic game. And another thing is that, you know, I've been mainly focusing on retail games. I've done some simple print and play games which only require you to print out some regular paper, like Panzer Dice and The Last Tank. But there's more and more great print and play games which are only available in print and play. So I've been thinking I'm gonna do some research, see if I can, because we don't really have printer shops as you do in the States. We don't really have those here in Sweden, like where you can go and get a game printed. You can go to the library and print pages, but that's about it. And if you want to have like a print, you know, a game printed at a professional shop, well, okay, if you pay $2,000 for it, they'll do it. But I'm not paying $2,000 for a game. So I'm thinking, close call, could have been a fail video. But anyway, getting off track here. I'm thinking of buying, you know, researching what kind of printer to buy. If I can find one that prints on cardstock and, you know, do some of these more advanced print and play games. There's 3 games that I currently have my eyes set on that I really want to play, all 3 of them. Enough only for those 3 to get one of those printers. And the first one, it's through Hell and Back, which is basically like B17 but with a card system instead of a chart system. And you have to do these 25 missions in a bomber in Europe. It's not a B17, but I think it's a B24. I might be wrong, but it's not a B17. I think it's a Liberator. And it has really cool graphics, like the designer has done all of the graphics himself. I think he did it like by hand. I'm not sure if he used software or pencil, but anyway, it's something else. It's really beautiful, and it is actually available on the Game Crafter as a physical retail copy, but the Game Crafter is difficult if you're in Sweden because you have to pay a lot of import fees. And that's available as a free print and play game, so you don't have to pay a single dollar. And the second one is Lone Panzer, and it's actually been out for a while. And I mean, look at this game. It's so beautiful. The art is so cool, and the theme really shines through. And you play a single tank, so it's just like through Hell and Back, narrative style, but more tactical, I would guess. And I can't believe that it's not published by someone, that no publisher has seen this game and like, oh, we have to sell this game because it would sell, I'm sure. And I even emailed the designer and asked, like, do you think we'll ever see a retail copy of this? And he's like, nope, not gonna happen. But I don't know why. But anyway, that's also free. You don't have to pay anything for it. And the third game, which is no doubt the ugliest game, is called Tank Crew. And it's called something else, I think, like Tank Crew European War 1944 or whatever. But Tank Crew is the main title of it. And it's basically, so the ugly part is that it's like made in Paint or similar software. But it's all right. I mean, games don't have to be beautiful to be awesome. So I think it's like a spiritual successor or sequel to Patton's Best. So it's this, you know, very detailed tank game. And it's by Berserker Games. I think you have to pay like $18 or something like that for it. But I really would like to print that out because I love Patton's Best. I know some people hate it. It's super detailed. There is details in it that's not necessary for gameplay, like tracking machine gun ammunition, because you're never gonna run out of machine gun ammunition. But I like that detail because I like how you get bogged down into it. It's so detailed that you can't have anything else in your mind. You can't be sitting there and thinking about bills or, you know, other things that you don't want to think about, because you get, you know, I get anyway, completely like into this game. So that's anyway Tank Crew. I'm gonna try not to get bogged down in this channel update, because I'll just keep rambling and go off track. So anyway, those are the 3 games that I really want to print and play. And yeah, so that's it. So during my 3 weeks in Africa, I'm gonna be limited to the content. I'm basically not gonna be able to post anything. But I hope to get back. I get back on the 29th of November, so I hope to be able to, record and edit and get a new show early in December. But I have a few more videos coming now, of course. Like I said, the designer interview, one more news show, and I'll see if I'll have time today to do fresh off the printer of Panzer Dice 3. Anyway, that's coming. As if it doesn't come before, it comes after. We'll see. And I guess that's pretty much all I'll have to say for this time. The audio is gonna suck because I'm not using a external microphone. I just thought, I'm taking a walk with Joseph in the forest. Let's just do a video here and now. Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you want daily World War II news, you have my Facebook profile, which I update several times a day with the latest news in World War II solo gaming. You can add that to your friend, or you can follow that profile and you'll get updates. And again, news episode is coming on the 1st of November. The latest World War II Solitaire news, and the first episode was surprisingly popular. So I put a lot of effort into the next episode. It's just gonna be like between 15 and 20 minutes long. So I kept, this kind of very short style, very short, very informal. But I really upped my game with the editing. I have decided to keep every episode into 4 segments. So the first segment would be general news. Then we would have a short designer interview. And then we'll have Kickstarter news. And the 4th is going to focus on new World War II board game solo entries on the Boardgame Geeks database. And each segment will be max 5 minutes. So, and divided again into 4 segments. Okay, it's uphill here and I'm getting winded. So I'm gonna say bye. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope if you're not subscribed, I hope you subscribe to the channel. And look at this, I'm getting my first white beard. So I guess I've been reading too many complicated board game rules. That's probably something that appeared when I learned the patterns the best. Wow. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.